Hey YouTube, we resumed our game tonight and we've played another round so far. So we've just finished round 4, top round 5. Here's what happened. So, on the previous round, Italy did a can opener move against Russia, and Germany then declared war and invaded eastern Poland, as you can see. And they also took that massive fleet over there, took all the ground units in Western Germany, and they went up, over, and around, and they invaded Karelia. I only had 1 infantry there, so I think I managed to knock out one of them with it, but it was obviously completely decimated. And then Germany sent everything into Bessarabia and obviously Eastern Poland, fortified here. We got a whole plethora of stuff, just all this stuff. I got kind of things in all that stuff. All of this is all in Eastern Poland. It's all kind of bleeding out of there. I didn't feel like chipping it out at the moment, but that is what it is. As you can see, Italy, I'll jump back to Italy, but as you can see, Italy pushed into Western Ukraine there as well. So he's doing a double can opener, those Italians. Rick and I were worried that he would use the Italians to push into Belarus and Baltic states so Germany could just grab Leningrad. But anyway, I'll come back to that. Germany built 2 subs and let's see, more 7 mech, a tank, and then that destroyer and some Air Force took out, without any casualties, took out the cruiser, the Soviet cruiser that was there, and everything else went up there, but he didn't leave anything to take out the Lend-Lease. So I was still able to get Lend-Lease. I could still possibly get Lend-Lease because that is not blocked, and also the one over here obviously is not blocked either. And going from there with Russia, I did a rebuttal. Now being at war, I took all my forces. Getting ahead of myself. So, 2 things happened. One, I have improved artillery, or advanced artillery rather, and Rick revealed that he has improved transports with the US. So those were the 2 techs that were revealed today. And before I get any further, I made these cheap little victory point roundels. So all I did was take some out-of-box red chips and out-of-box gray chips and just kind of taped them together. I didn't glue them so that way I could just reuse them if need be, but I just put some simple little bits of double-sided tape folded over, and then I printed these out on sticker paper and just carefully cut them out. They're not perfect like some people's are, but I wanted something quick, easy, and cheap. Supposedly Sire Blood will make these proper himself and sell them at some point. I just didn't feel like going through the task of trying to make proper wooden roundels. A lot of people, like Lieutenant Dan, they got some really nice roundels. You guys all have some really impressive work, but I just wanted something cheap and easy so that we could play, and spent more time than I'd like cutting these out, but not bad. Anyway, and then I also got some Risk arrows, since everybody seems to use these from this Risk board game, and glued them together. And I went with obviously red for combat and yellow for non-combat because it matches with the fuel gauge markers. Anyway, so that's there. Germany is at the hold phase. Japan is at phase 3. The UK has not revealed their tech yet. While I'm over here, this is what the income tracker is looking like. All right, now where was I? Russia, that's right, Russia. Okay, so Russia took everything with their improved artillery. Now improved artillery can boost 2 infantry and also move 2 spaces. So all the artillery I had in Belarus, I sent up there, just took everything from there, and actually managed to knock everything out. I had lost all my infantry and a couple artillery, but it's all good. It's all good. Scandinavia is mine, as it were, because it's gonna take him 1, 2. He's not gonna get back there for another 2 turns. I mean, he can pick that up and drop it over there if he wants. But I don't know. We'll see. If he wants to give that to me, he can. So then Russia fortified to prevent a can opener over here, and I had to go back, and I could only reinforce one. I chose to reinforce Ukraine because the NO, and then I brought everything else back here. I moved Rostov back. I did not move this complex back because I wasn't sure how this was going to go, because I can't send to Archangel because then he could just pick some guys up and take it again. And I couldn't commit to move it to Belarus because he could probably just take it. So that's the situation there. I did not rail anything to the Far East. Nothing happened over here. We were thinking he was maybe going to attack it with Japan, but he did not. Russia did the usual grab of northwest Iran to get $2 from that, then blitzed back into Caucasus, and that's where we're at. So I put a brown chip on there, a brown chip under that factory just to show it had moved, so I could only place 2 units there. So 2 infantry were placed there, nothing placed in Stalingrad, tank, artillery, and infantry placed there, 2 artillery and an infantry placed there, and I landed my aircraft over there in Leningrad. And then in terms of what I rolled for the Lend-Lease, I got money. So I could have gotten a destroyer or money, as I rolled a 4. So I chose the money. Anyway, so moving on to there. Japan dispersed from Manchuria into Korea, and then moved down here and kind of moved a few pieces around over here. Obviously, I didn't do too much. I totally forgot. Totally forgot to remove that guy. So yeah, China got that back. China got that back and knocked out one infantry over there. China rebutted and took Yunnan and Kwaichou. Flying Tiger landed here. Backing up to Japan. Sorry, I realize I'm bouncing all over the place a little bit, but anyway, so here's the state of things in the Pacific. I'll start wide and move in. There was only a couple little battles in China, and I think that was it pretty much. And then everything else was non-combat, and he bought units. He's pretty convinced the war in the Pacific is lost, but his Eastern Front is vicious right now, so we'll see how it is, because we got to focus over there more or less. America, on their turn, took out Java, so he lost that NO. That was the one NO Japan had, and he lost all the transports the previous turn. He bought 1 transport after we convinced him to. He bought 1 transport this turn, plus another carrier and so forth. Landing some Air Force from there onto the carrier. But yeah, China is just looking like it's getting gobbled up at this point right now. Let's see what else over here. The U.S., like I said, brought over people with the improved transports, and then used the air transports, brought a guy back to Hawaii, and then another air transport brought 2 more infantry there in case he feels like trying to take Hawaii. And we got more naval units on the way over here in 30. While I'm over here, I'll just jump to Anzac. Anzac bought 2 destroyers because of BBR and the double use of Canada and Anzac. I'm going to have to buy more destroyers because I don't like chipping my naval units. More Anzac destroyers. And this is what Australia is looking like at home. Australia took out Dutch New Guinea. Japan attacked New Guinea and lost. So it was artillery versus artillery, and he lost, and then he just walked in and took that. So Anzac has both of their NOs. Allies have Malaya. They got all their original territories. Let's see. China has yet to lose a cavalry in this game. Side note, if that's of interest to anyone. Anzac in Malaya is still there. What else? Oh, there was a naval battle with Anzac. There was 2 subs here, was it here? Yeah, 2 subs here, and he lost a destroyer. He brought the 2 fighters, and after a couple rounds of combat, 2 rounds of combat, he lost the destroyer, but he managed to kill both the subs. And then I think that's about it for the Pacific. UK. So UK pushed and took Kwanzi. They took Kwanzi, and then railed and moved units from Shan State to Yunnan, and moved a unit to French Indochina. And let's see, got 2 AAA there, AAA there. Okay, the UK in the Middle East. I finally, and this is again turn 4, I finally invaded Iraq. Took forever, but yeah, finally got it. So, and then I placed 3 infantry in Iran, get that Middle Earth going. I target selected a destroyer that was here and got it with this. And I also brought in a destroyer just in case he got a hit. He did not, but then when he brought the sub in, the sub hit, and my destroyer did not. Funny how that works. I also took Tunisia and El Alamein. So the UK has all of their NOs except for, or sorry, 2 of their NOs, not all of them, 2 of their NOs. They don't have Hong Kong. But that is the state of things looking. I also bought a strategic bomber and bought these 2 guys here. I left him behind because I'm going to rail them next turn. And yeah, that's the way things are looking. So things are getting intense. Got to plan my purchases, and I guess we'll go into it and at least start round 5. I don't know if we'll finish it, but we're going to press on and keep playing tonight. So take one look at Russia and hope I can roll the dice better. Until next time.